What's up, guys? This is MadSquash924 here. Welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This is part 43 of our Let's Play, and we have just entered Manaan. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I switched our characters from Karth and HK to Jolie and Candace. Why? Because I'm pretty sure they might have some story importance here, as well as they also need levels. Karth we're done with until we actually go to Korriban. So we only brought Karth only for the reason of giving him the equipment. And for HK, same thing. We just need to give him some stuff. Just wanted to make sure I do that in the end of the last episode. But I wanted to bring these two and see if they could be of any help here. Let's see, what do we need for Candace? Could get Master Rapid Shot. It's a probable thing I probably should do. I'm going to get it. And for Jolie Bindo, he has 2 force powers. You can get Destroy Droid. And lightsaber throws kind of sucks, truth be told. Saving throws? Better saving throws? Kind of need them, but not really. I'd rather have Force Shield that gives us the temporary bonus of +4 instead of +2. Yeah, let's do that. And I don't think I have anything for them either. Like, I don't have any equipment they should use or anything. Because he's at 12 and 12 for strength and con. And those are the things I have that I could possibly give him anything for. And what about Candace? His constitution's at 16 thanks to this cardio package. And his strength is also at 16. Okay. We also don't need to be leveling up his dex anymore because he has this armor, unless we find armor that's better. Which we might. Let's go. I am curious if Julie has anything else to say. Candace definitely doesn't right now.
Something on your mind?
Oh, he did. You know, you never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
I never did I?
Well, are you always going to be like this cryptic and elusive?
Elusive? Me elusive? Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderan Willick juice. At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
And move on to where exactly?
To bed. I'm old and tired,
Okay, but really?
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
I suppose not.
There. Now was that so hard? An old man has to be allowed some petty eccentricities. Nice to see you agree for once. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
And what exactly is my destiny?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
No, I mean, I'm willing to listen to what you have to say. What do you see?
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad.
Nomi Sunrider?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
So you're along as some kind of observer then?
Nonsense. If I ever refuse to help you when you ask, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? Too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Well, let's go. Docking Bay 26C.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It's fine.
No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Sure. Can I ask you some
Of
questions?
course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require?
Why is there Sith here in
For the
Manaan?
Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Otto City in the first place. To explore Kolto.
And what is Kolto exactly?
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manaan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
So the Republic and the Sith will stay here
The
then?
Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
It's pretty smart of the Selkath, though, in retrospect. You keep your planet organized. It's neutral. And you make a lot of money doing it. It's great. I can't imagine why the Sith upset him. Like, there's no point asking him that. Have you seen an ancient star map on the planet?
Star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Tell me about Otto City.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manaan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
So then otherwise, I guess they would be, in retrospect, underwater the whole time. Makes sense. And they haven't joined the Republic because they are exporting Kolto to both sides.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides. Well, that. But I think they're underestimating.
Okay.
Is there anything else you require?
I think that's it. I gotta be going.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
Uh-huh, sure.
If you have any
I
other
totally got
questions...
no. Oops, wrong button. No, I definitely didn't have any other questions for that individual. That's a dead end. Let's be on our way. merchant. Who's this?
Ah, so we meet again, Canderous. It has been quite a long time.
Joggy?
Who's this guy?
He was a warrior under my command up to the Battle of Althir. But I thought...
You thought I was dead, didn't you? You thought all of us that you had sent on that attack had perished. You sent us to die in a foolish attack, while you directed your forces elsewhere. You broke from the battle plan and let us die for it, so that you could have the honor of being the first to kill the enemy commander.
I mean, tough decisions are made in war,
That
to be
does not
fair.
excuse what he did to us.
I did what was prudent at the time. If I had not done it, the battle would have...
The battle would have been won anyway. I am tired of your excuses, Canderous. I have spent years tracking you down since the clans were banished, and I will not rest until I've had my vengeance.
Well, you can't exactly do that here on this planet, so what are you going to
I
do?
challenge you, Canderous. I challenge you to fight the fight you fled that day above Althir, in the doomed seas of Tatooine. I will be waiting for you. I have spread the news of the challenge since I learned you had landed on this world. All the surviving Mandalorian clans know of what I do here, and that we shall meet on Tatooine to settle this debt of vengeance once and for all. If you fail to meet me there, you shall be stripped of all honor and forever cast out of our society. It will be you and me alone in the dune seas of Tatooine. A final battle that can only end in death. I shall be waiting for you there, Canderous.
Okay, we have something to talk to you about Canderous
I've
about.
been given a challenge I can't ignore. We've got to go to the dune seas of Tatooine, so I can find Joggy and kill him for his insult to me.
So, what exactly happened out there? I mean, he had his explanation, but why is he mad at you other than, you know, leaving him for dead, I suppose?
This is between me and Joggy. You don't have to get involved. If you're lucky, he might spill something before I spread him in a paste over the dunes.
That's nice. Hello. You didn't hear any of that, right? Greetings, human, and welcome to the Otto City Visitors Provisional Stand. We are here to provide visitors with all the manner of indigenous treats and products produced right here in Manaan. We carry all manners of foods and provisions and have contacts with resellers across the world to provide to you, the customer, with the best shopping experience possible. How is that the Otto City Provisional Company can help you today? Okay, we can start with this inventory, I suppose. Or Manaan, just get... Tell me about Otto City. Otto City is the center of trade and commerce for all of Manaan, indeed for this entire sector. It is the only known source of Kalto in the galaxy, and thus one of its most important worlds. This city was constructed by we Selkast so that other races and cultures could experience the wonders that Manaan has to offer. And tell me about Manaan. Manaan is the homeworld of we Selkast. It is here that our race has lived and thrived for uncounted millennia. With our valuable supply of culture, we have become an important player in intergalactic politics. We have taken a neutral stance in the current galactic war between the Sith and the Republic, as we believe that violence is not a permanent solution. Is there another way in which I can assist you? Yeah, let me see your stuff. Of course. The Otto City's Visit Provisional Stand here is service to you, the customer. And what does he have? You gotta be kidding me. So you have the very bare essentials here. Do I have anything to sell? Probably. But like, do we actually... Oh, we can get rid of this now. Since we took everything out of it, we can get rid of it. Kardis and Bendak's blasters are kind of obsolete at this point. Chundar's blaster as well, actually. In fact, it's terrible. Because, let's see, I'm trying to think. We have one person that uses blaster rifles, and that's HA-47, and he has one that's very powerful. So let's get rid of the Chundar's bowcaster. Get rid of these grenades. get rid of some of these stems. And I think that'll do us. That's fine. New Bassa. Greetings. Forgive me if this seems like an odd question, off-worlder, but might I have any exotic species for sale? Nothing dangerous, mind you. I have Giska, if you're interested. Giska? You speak of the small bipedal amphibians with the overly high reproductive rate, correct? Oh no, I am afraid I cannot take those. A compatriot of mine made the mistake of purchasing a pair of such creatures several months ago. Within weeks, our storage facilities were nearly overrun. If you are in possession of such creatures, I hope you keep them separated. If not, then you have my condolences. Okay, but is there, like, no way I can convince you to just take them off my hands? I suppose having a few of the creatures would not be of harm. We do have experience handling them now, I suppose. Since they are so difficult to maintain, however, I would ask that you provide 100 credits. Then I will take them off your hands. Well, I was kind of hoping you would sell them. I would sell them to you, and then we just call it even. Yeah, just make it even. I suppose it's better than nothing. We must have some creatures in our exhibit after all. I shall send some of my people to buy to remove the Giska in your vessel. Thank you for your cooperation. We got some XP. We didn't have to pay them. And we didn't get paid, but that's okay. Leaving auto state security zone, cameras deactivated. Interesting. What's in here?
Enough time to listen to your stories. Got a full shipment of Colta ready to load before my shift is over.
Alright, just a bunch of Sith troops. There's a zone out over here, which we will go momentarily. Just want to check if there's anything else here, you know. Private hangar. There's a hangar this way. I think that's the Sith's hangar, yeah? I think it is. Right. Shit's locked. Private Sith docking bay. Security clearance is required. Is there any lootables back here? Security droid. Nope, guess not. Alright, let's be on our way. This planet's nice. Looks, I mean, it's gonna be even nicer when we get to some of the nicer parts of the city. West Central. Visitor area. Alright. There's a Volker here. Jolin Affit. Yeah, what do you want? Who are you? My name is Jolin. Just a traveling Pazak player with no special story to tell. Are you interested in the game? Actually, I think I'm set. Well, if you feel like it, then that's what I'm here for. Interesting. I don't think you can get many credits out of him. I think you can only bet 75 credits at a time with him. And what should point in our standings? I mean, it's not that much. We have weapons that can just do that more. And it is something to do off in your spare time if you have time. Selkath Port Official. Welcome to Manaan. While you are here, I trust you will follow all the rules governing the activities of off-worlders. What are the rules? exactly? The single most important law of Manaan is very simple. Koto smuggling is punishable by death. If you're carrying in any unprocessed koto, you better have a permit. The other rule is very simple. Keep the peace. Here in Manaan, we maintain a carefully neutrality, and will react very harshly to people who jeopardize our neutral status. Any confrontations between the Sith and Republic are dealt with swiftly and decisively. Is this understood? That's all you have? You have 2 laws? Don't be foolish, human. Of course we have laws against murder, theft, and other crimes, but these laws are hardly different than those of any other planet. Manaan's neutrality is closely linked to our cult of production. That is why I made special mention of the laws regarding smuggling and keeping the peace. Okay. I got it. Understand. There is a docking fee of 100 credits. You have to pay this fee each time you dock in Manaan, or you will not be permitted into Auto City. I have to pay the fee every time? That sucks. Sure. I'm on board of trade and tourism thanks to you, Outfolder. Here's a visitor guide and a map to the city. Refer to if you should need any questions. The gates of Auto City are now open to you. You may come and go as you please, so as long as you do not leave the planet. If you do, you'll have to pay the docking fee once more. That blows. That actually really does suck. You know how much it's gonna suck to be like, hey, look, I need to leave the planet to go to Tatooine to fight, you know, a guy named Joggy, and I have to come back and then be like, yeah, you gotta pay another 100 credits.
Obey the laws here on Manaan, human.
Okay. Alright. Be on our way. So we have a map of this layout, do we not? We don't. Not really. It's pretty nice. Look at that. Pretty luxurious. There's a phase out towards that way, which we will go to later. But we'll head in this direction. Koto Distribution Center. Okay. Anyone have a name? Republic soldiers, Sith soldiers, Selkath coordinator. I cannot sell you Koto unless you show me your purchase permit. Where can I get a permit? One does not simply get a purchase permit. Such permits are brokered between the intergalactic governments and the Auto City Export Authority. We do not sell unrefined Koto by the handful, we sell it by the ton. Go to a store if you wish to purchase Koto for personal use. Okay, can I get some info? I'm not here to answer your questions, Alpha. I am a distributor of Koto, the lifeblood of the Manaan economy. Either show me a purchase permit or leave me in peace. Okay, well, I'll be going then. Good, I'm far too busy to converse with the likes of you. Peachy guy. Peachy guy. What do we have over here? The courtyard. Well. Where are you, Kando? There you are.
Jodie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
Oh, it's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Oh, Manaan Visitor Guide. I didn't even see this. Welcome, traveler, to exciting and adventurous Manaan. Manaan is the only source of healing Koto in the entire galaxy. It is a wonderful and refreshing place to visit or do business. The Manaan Port Authority welcomes beings of all species and affiliations to trade peacefully within the confines of Otto City. Our visitors will rest easy knowing that the Selkath security forces are always alert and watchful, even while you sleep. Our constant vigilance keeps the peace on the streets of Otto City and prevents the needless interruption of commerce by violence. Enjoy a fun and prosperous stay on Manaan, and please tell your friends about Manaan. Luxurious.
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora.
Okay, we'll head to the courts then. The courts are actually just over here. There we go. What's this?
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I am aware of the Republic's indignation. However, a witness report clearly states your Republic soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith in this case.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation in the eyes of this court. Words can be ignored, which is what your men should have done. I find both the Republic and the Sith to be equally at fault for this breach of the peace. I should throw all the parties involved into Otto City in jail, but since no Selkath were harmed in this conflict, I will show mercy and levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. The court is dismissed, though I warn you that further disturbances will not be viewed with such leniency. Wow, that's cute.
I'm sick of hearing about Manaan's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
Right.
They say everyone on Manaan is equal, but it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
Okay, well, let's talk to the judge. I am Judge Shelkar, acting on behalf of the Selkath government of Manaan. It is my task today to answer the needs of all the citizens of both the Republic and the Sith Empire. If you have legitimate grievances with another party, then you should speak to me. You should first, however, consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing formal charges. If there is something you wish to bring to my attention... This may sound really weird, but is there a star map on this world? A star map? Not precisely. But Manaan holds many wondrous and exciting locales and treasures, Kolto not the least of them. Many shops and boulevards cater to the whim of any species and provide a vibrant nightlife that has been seen to be believed. This is the other tourist paraphernalia that can be had from your local embassy, so do not waste my time with it. Okay, if I can, I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunry, I think his name was. That is acceptable, I believe. In Manaan legal tradition, the defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. The arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you could fulfill this role adequately.
This is Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
So be it. You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files, so good luck. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts in this case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize the defense of your client, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry is seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Alasa Huros. He has been charged with the murder and being held in the Otto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, he is being kept in the solitary holding cell. Witnesses claim to have seen the killing and are being detained at the hotel in question, pending the trial. The manager of the hotel has now been informed of your appointment. Alasa was found dead of a blaster wound with an incriminating Republic metal clutched in her hand. This information has been uploaded to your datapad, and it would be wise to review all the information before the trial starts. You may question Sunry or the witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Mr. Sunry. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him of guilt.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
You may also interview the judges here, including myself, to get an idea of the pertinent factors in said case. Since this is also your first case, and you are an off-worlder, I feel compelled to add "good luck" as my final missive. And that levels us up. Alright, I'll take it. Let us get our persuasion up, and from here, our treat injury. Yes. What do we want? We have toughness done, we have dueling done, could acquire Master Jedi defense, which may prove pertinent. Probably should get that, I think. Yeah, let's get Master Jedi defense. We also get a new power, can finally get Master Speed. Very nice. Could have also acquired Force Push, but it's fine. I'd rather have Master Speed. Which now, our defense is now increased by 4, and we have 2 attacks per round. Which is pretty freaking great. So instead of 1 attack per round, we now do 3 attacks with every normal swing we did. Therefore, if we did a flurry, we would then get 6 attacks. Pretty neat, if you tell me. This is powerful. And I think that's probably a good time where we can end the episode here in front of the judges of Manaan. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. If you did, feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you guys think of today's episode and of Manaan and what you're looking forward to in Manaan. And if you're new to my channel or been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so yet and you like KOTOR as much as I do, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924. And don't forget to ring the bell so you can get notified for when a new episode comes out. And on the next episode, we'll talk to these judges, we'll talk to Sunry, and we'll becoming an investigator, I suppose. That's going to be exciting. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.